I feel like I need a phone book.
There it is. Yeah, that's not better. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Real Estate Makes Us Drink. Brian Quinlan here from Daniel's Real Estate, as usual.
Brad Nickham from Tasting Tequila with Brad
wow.
and Nest Mortgage Group.
Are you switching careers?
Maybe, I don't know.
Straight
As
over
frustrating as it's been for the last couple of weeks.
Okay, well, those of you who follow the show may recognize the gentleman to my right because we have, I believe, our first returning guest.
I believe you're right.
Yeah, okay. Well, once again, sir, tell the folks who you are.
Hi there. I am David. I am with Moves for Less, a local moving company, and I have met these guys over the past couple of years and done some business with them and decided to come and hang out.
This is the cool place to be.
It
really,
is
on a Thursday
Great place
night.
to be on a Thursday.
All right. Well, let's cheers. What are you drinking? Oh, I start
You go first, yeah.
What? So usually you're tequila. All right.
I feel like you got something good going on.
The Pax Verum Brewing Company is Field Days. It's German style Hefeweizen, and you
love a
I like a Hefeweizen beer. So I've not tried this one out, but it's Hefeweizen. How could I not like it? So
Did you say Pabst?
I did not.
Oh, what?
Pax P-A-X.
Oh, I heard Pabst.
No. PBR is not on my. Well, I don't know if I've ever had a PBR.
Why would you not like Pabst Blue Ribbon?
I truly don't know that I've ever had one. I'm not in college anymore.
There's a lot of things you don't like that I'm surprised about.
That's a true story. Yeah. There's
America.
There's a list. Oh, that's not even not correct. We're gonna edit that out. I see some Pedro Furtivo on your spinorama.
Do you remember what Pedro Furtivo means in Spanish?
I do not.
Sneaky Pete.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Sneaky Pete. Didn't you have that on the last show? I mean, we got all these damn tequilas, and you have some we've had before. What are we doing?
Well, this just came in the mail.
Oh, all right.
And I was pretty excited about it. I wish they would have sent a hat or something with it.
I'm just saying, I am lacking gear from any of your tequila people.
You are. Maybe you should be on my tequila show more. So yesterday I had the opportunity to have Peter Kelly, Sneaky Pete, right here on the show. He also has a brewing company called Monday Night Brewery.
All right.
And he's here for some giant, like, Indiana beer festival.
Yeah, it's CBC, but I don't actually know what the letters are. I would imagine B is brewers or breweries, but
Coalition of Brewers Council.
You're making that up?
Totally made that up. It's a legit name.
Say it like you mean it. People will believe it. All right.
So fantastic tequila. I've talked about Pedro Furtivo before, but this is their brand new añejo. They're 1331, meaning some of the barrels were rested for 13 months, which makes it añejo, right? But other barrels, 10% of it was rested for 31 months.
Whoa. That's almost 3 years for those of you not counting your math.
Yeah. So great blend, great tequila, great legs. This is good stuff. So
all right. Yeah. And what did we give Dave?
Coors Light.
Coors Light. Trying to empty the keg. Well, Dave, we appreciate you coming out here once again.
Cheers. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Cheers.
Well, cheers to you all. Thank you for joining us. Oh, yeah. All right. Down with it. So I do want to ask, how was your interview with Sneaky Pete?
It was a fun interview. It was really fun. He was really excited to be here. And honestly, it was kind of funny. He was a tad overwhelmed by the amount of tequila on my bar.
I bet. So where's he from?
From Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay. So likely having him on the show to talk about beer is not going to happen.
No, he flies home tomorrow.
That's a bummer. Oh, well.
But we do have another guest that is a local tequila company that would come on and talk about tequila.
Okay.
So, but we got to, we're at a little bit of a crossroads on our show to figure out how we get more people to watch. And do you like the real estate content, or do we do something different? Like, do we start a variety show and Brian, dances in a tutu or something?
Brian can juggle.
Ooh.
Yep. Only 3 items. I've never tried more, but I've only ever tried 3, and I'm a decent juggler. I've got pretty good hand-eye coordination, but therein lies the skill.
Well, I'm juggling the mortgage
variety
business,
show.
the tequila business, and a podcast with you.
Doesn't count at all. Dave, do you have any skills you could bring to our variety show?
Man, you know what? I don't. I'm pretty boring.
Man, I can make a fart sound behind my knee, like under my arm.
Wow, welcome to 6th grade.
Maybe that's what we should call the new show.
Welcome to sixth grade. You know what? That's right on my alley.
Yeah, actually,
Great math
you would
teacher.
be
Let's
yelling
go.
at me all day long.
Dave, what's new in the moving world at Moves for Less?
You know what? Just continuing to expand. We've been fortunate enough to have success. We've added several more trucks, which is kind of the metric that a lot of moving companies use for growth. So I think the last time we were here, we probably had 3 or 4 trucks. We're up to 9 trucks now.
Wow.
So we've got 9 trucks and looking to add more for capacity. Trying to upgrade the brand. This is the 3rd year in a row that we were ranked by Forbes magazine, the #1 moving company in Indianapolis.
Awesome.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So the 3rd year in a row of winning that honor, which is kind of a big deal. So yeah, we're just continuing to try to improve and network and become the go-to brand for realtors and mortgage guys and anyone moving.
So based on what you said, how does Forbes decide that?
So they don't share the exact criteria, but when we've spoken to them, it's based on customer reviews, it's based on volume, it's based on price. They do surveys to these customers to find out. So of the random surveys, would they ask questions like, would you recommend them when you have them again, in addition to the reviews, because everybody knows reviews maybe not always the best predictor of things, but we seem to check every box for 3 years in a row, and
Awesome.
makes
Wow.
us happy.
Now,
Very cool.
when we had you on the show last year, I believe Brad had said you had over 400 5-star reviews on Google.
Yep.
Where are you at now?
We're probably at 600 or 700 at this point.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yep. We keep going. Obviously we like those reviews, but some of my guys don't always remember to get them. And so, I mean, but we're proud of the number of reviews that we do have.
For people who think, man, this seems like it'd be easy. I'm just going to carry stuff to a truck and I'm just going to buy a moving truck and do this. Could you share with us a day in the life of a mover? And let's just talk about last Thursday.
Let's do that. Yeah. So last Thursday, I had an invitation to be on the podcast, and I get a call about 6:00 to find out if I'm coming, and I had forgotten all about it. Not everything goes smoothly. And so last Thursday, it was a very busy day. We were dealing with several moves, and I sent 2 trucks to a gentleman to do a big move for him. And we get there, and we have one truck that has a lift gate, and the lift gate broke as the truck is being finalized loaded.
It
Oh
couldn't have
my
broke.
gosh.
It couldn't have
Right.
broke on the first box,
Right.
right? Like
Right. We
the
couldn't have
first
swapped
piano, it
out.
broke.
So the lift gate is out. And so I had to scramble several of my guys, and we had to go over there and physically manually lift several 100-pound, probably well over 1,000-pound lift gate up manually into the slot to get it so we could just get over to the unload. So we do that, and then we have a second truck and we load it. And as we're pulling off, my driver calls me and says, "There's a bunch of oil on the ground." And I'm like, "From what?" It's a new
The
engine.
motor.
It's a new engine. So fast forward a couple minutes later, he calls me and says the truck is completely stopped and won't move. It's along the side of the road.
Wow.
And we're in Geist on the bridge where there's not a lot of room to either side. And so
You told him to get out and push it.
I'm like, is there anything you can do? There's nothing it could do. It wouldn't start. It wouldn't do anything. So in the process of scrambling my guys, I called 2 other crews to come and help. And I send the crew the address. I have GPSs in my truck, so I sent them the address of where they're supposed to go. And ironically, there's the exact same address in McCordsville that there is in Greenwood. No. So my guys called me and said, "We're here
This
and
was
we
a
don't see a
long
truck."
ways.
Wow.
And I'm like, "Oh, hold on one second." So I go on and I'm like, "Hey, they've moved the truck. They managed to push the truck a little bit. Here's the address." He was like, "That's an hour away from me." I'm like, "Oh Lord, you guys are supposed to be helping unload into another truck." So I scramble a different crew with a different truck and they're going to help. And in the process, I'm like, well, I needed my trucks for tomorrow. So going to have to rent out U-Haul. So I'm in the process of doing this and I have my girlfriend. "Hey, could you please run and
Help me
grab
out.
this U-Haul? I've reserved it." They close at 7:00 and it is 6:45. "Could you please go?" "Sure thing." She runs out and she's not able to get in because her son that lives with me has parked behind me and his car keys were with him with me. So she's
Yep.
going to get my
Is it-
car out of
is
the
this
garage. And as she's going out
The
of the
date known as
garage,
Murphy's Law.
right.
Yes.
As she's walking out of the garage, there's a 2-inch lip between the garage and the driveway.
So the water doesn't come in your garage.
So the water doesn't come in the garage. Perfectly logical, but she rolls her ankle, breaks her ankle and 2 bones in her foot
Oh.
in my driveway. I'm over at Keystone at the Crossing. I live in Fishers, and she calls me, and I'm in the middle of handling things, and I don't take her call because
Ooh.
I just don't understand what she could possibly
'Cause
want.
your
She knows
hands
what
are
I'm
unique,
doing.
I
right?
gave you everything to do.
So she texts me, "I think I've broken my ankle." Of course, I give her a call. I get off 465 and immediately start heading back this way. She's not able to get up because she's broken her ankle. She's lying in the driveway. And so she's lying in the driveway for 15, 20 minutes until I show up. And then we're able to get her up. We get her in the car and we take her to a prompt med. And the prompt med's like, "We close at 8:00.
Yeah.
You're going to have to go to an ER."
Oh.
So one thing led to another. They finally did x-rays. It was horrific. It was really, really bad. 2 broken bones in her foot and her broken ankle. She's in a cast. She's in lots of pain.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to keep the wheels on the bus with the trucks and the movers. So it's not always.
The moral to the story: self-employed is hard.
At times it is.
Wow. Now, you started that with a day in your life. Obviously, that's not a typical day.
Thankfully, or I wouldn't be.
Right.
Thankfully.
Exactly.
He would be working for someone else.
You know, I guess maybe. What are typical days like?
So a typical day, or a day that I enjoy, is a day
It's
where
like my day today on the
He
golf
golfed
course.
all day.
where my day will start at 6:30, 7:00. Taking the first phone calls from the guys, getting the day going, getting the guys dispatched. Our first job typically starts 9 a.m.
Ooh, all right.
We're at the job. I dispatch the guys, and then we have a breather for 6, 7 hours till they finish the job, and then we wrap the day up and do the same thing tomorrow. So on a normal day, that's the extent of it, with answering the phone and booking moves and that kind of thing in the middle of it, and assisting the guys with supplies they may need and those kind of things. But for the most part, the guys do a pretty good job. We get out there, we knock the job out, and on to the next one tomorrow.
Obviously, as a moving company, you are at the service of the people who need to move. I would assume it's a 7-day-a-week job, or do y'all take Sundays off?
We, over the past few months, we've decided that we were going to take Sundays off
Good.
because it just gets to a point where the guys are just working 7, 8 hours a day. 40 hours a week in the moving business isn't like 40 hours a week in the office.
No.
And it's a difficult job. And so I give Sundays off to all the guys just to recoup, so we don't have any accidents and we don't get anybody injured.
Logical.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What was your day like today? Was it anything like his day?
So my day today, involved checking some emails this morning,
Mm.
and
Didn't hurt your back or anything.
I
Did you?
did not. Then I went to the bank.
Was that to deposit all of your
It
gigantic
was to
checks?
get my euros for my upcoming Europe trip, and then make my way to the golf course for a golf outing for Southside Mybor.
First beer was
honestly, it was not that kind. There were
Wine-ish.
beers, but it was not the B&W party golf outing. But definitely there were beers. But that, honestly, we did not get our first beer till like hole number 3, which was a bit disappointing.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was a big letdown. It's similar to breaking ankles.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'll be honest, like Monday of this week, I was pretty sure we were not playing today. Just based on the weather forecast. I'm like, it's supposed to be stormy, rainy all day. And
you can't get out there in the rain.
Oh, gosh, no, that'd be awful. I hate golfing in the rain.
I called with a work question, and you seemed very perturbed when I
Oh,
called.
what are you calling me for? That's correct.
I interrupted your golf.
Yeah, I don't know how you didn't know I was on a golf course. Ridiculous.
I'm starting to make the assumption that you're just not working when I call.
Okay, well, this was the first day of the year that I've been on the golf course, Marty Pants.
First Zoom class you missed today.
I actually missed 2. All right. So, when we had John last time, you had mentioned besides Indianapolis, you are located in at least 1, if not 2 other cities, maybe more. Where are we at expansion-wise or distance-wise?
So last time, I believe we were in Baltimore.
Yes, I remember that.
And we've expanded into Charlotte. Okay. I have a franchisee in Charlotte. I have one getting ready to open in Columbus, Ohio.
Very nice.
I have another one going to open in Tampa, Florida. And I have a couple of others, one wanting to go to Atlanta that we're working out details, and one to Cincinnati. So, I mean, it's going well there. The expansion's going well. It's hard to find time to juggle everything.
I bet.
Keep us straight.
And still come on podcasts.
That's right.
Yeah.
These
well,
clowns
come
are
for the
asking
beer.
me.
These clowns.
That's correct.
Yes, nothing but
Who doesn't
Coors
want to
Light.
show up for Coors Light?
Keep in mind, we're trying to get the Coors Light keg empty so we can tap into our
Sun King. Kevin hooked us up with the Play Hard keg from Sun King, and it's sitting in the fridge waiting for that Coors Light.
But you have cans of beer.
I've drank those. I need to go visit
we're
Kevin
supposed to
again.
let him know.
I know. I was actually supposed to be there this week, and then that didn't happen. Don't ask.
We need more sponsors.
Now, are we begging? Okay,
we can.
Should we halt for shots after that story? I feel like we need some shots.
I'm surprised that he didn't show up here inebriated from yesterday.
Honest to God, well, it was last week, but still.
Yeah. I mean, a day like that. I mean, that sounds like my Tuesday.
Oh, there you go. All right, well, we're breaking. We'll be back.
Summer's here. Crack open a cold sunlight cream ale from Sun King, or mix it up with Weemac, Osiris, or a seasonal like Play Hard. 4 indie taproom locations, or find it wherever you grab your beer. Sun King, Indiana brewed, summer approved.
And we're back.
Whoa, did you see that Sun King commercial? That was awesome.
Forcing it. All right. Tierra de Libertad.
That's right.
I believe we've had this.
We have had this on the show.
Not, but we have.
This is a great tequila. There's a interview of the owner on Tasting Tequila with Brad. This got I mean, that doesn't smell good.
Smells like tequila.
Doesn't it?
Does.
Got a nice cooked agave smell.
All right.
Not a lot of alcohol.
You need to learn how to say cheers in Spanish.
Salud.
I suppose. There you go.
That's how you say it.
Yep. Tastes like tequila.
So tell me, really though, out of other tequilas that you've had,
a mild burn going down.
Mm-hmm.
And mild is probably too strong. It's very, very kind of light.
So what would you do if I told you that was a 90 proof tequila?
I'd be stunned, as I am, because 90 proof to me sounds like something that would set my throat on fire.
And it doesn't.
It does not.
No, great cooked agave. This is a very well made tequila.
Yeah, very well.
All right. Any flavors in there you want to throw out?
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
Smooth.
And gone. Look at that.
Yeah.
I'm gone.
He's
Yeah.
not messing around.
No reason.
All right. All right. So, obviously this is early May, and like, how far out are you booked? How soon do people need to get in with you all? Is there a wait list? Like,
Yeah, you know what? It it depends on the day, but we are booking well into June at this point. We do have a few openings still in May, and we got things. I mean, we deal with the same things that you guys do. Closings fell through.
I don't have that.
Those sorts of
Occasionally happens.
things. We had a move booked today that they canceled. They canceled last night. The guy lost his job on Monday and couldn't close on his house on Thursday.
Well, that's
So
them.
Can't close
those
out your
are
job. That's important.
yeah, those are unfortunate things that do happen, but for the most part, we are pretty solidly booked. And like I said, we're booking into June now, and we just tell people, listen, unfortunately, it's got to be kind of first come first serve. If you want to book, get your name in,
Yeah.
and let's do it. If we need to reschedule, we will. But it's difficult to squeeze you into a schedule that's already full.
Yeah. Don't dilly dally. Make the call.
Yeah, definitely. One of the
Yeah.
things that I tell clients as I'm trying to get them to use your company is you all will provide storage containers for them
Correct.
to pack their stuff into. So, can you talk about what type of services you provide other than just, putting stuff in a truck?
Sure thing. Well, like you mentioned, we have what we believe is kind of a unique idea. We rent plastic totes, big 27-gallon totes with the attached lids on them, and that helps a lot of people in their packing of their valuables.
Great idea.
Whenever people we've had people in the past, whenever they pack their glassware or fragile items in boxes, and the boxes sit on top of other boxes and they end up collapsing
Smash a
or
great
those
wall.
kind of things. I mean, it happens. If people pack themselves, sometimes they overpack boxes, and then they don't realize it, and they set one box on top of another on top of another.
For sure.
So the plastic totes are stackable. They come with a dolly. We rent those to people for 2 weeks. We'll deliver them to you for free, pick them up for free, and that helps with that. If the people don't want to go with the totes are about the same price as a box, but they want to go with the cardboard boxes. We have the cardboard boxes we can bring out to you. We can provide the cardboard boxes. We can sell you all the packing supplies that you need. Pretty much everything that you need. We'll come in, we'll take care of you. We started offering cleaning services, so we'll do clean out. After we've moved you out, we'll have a cleaning crew go in and clean you up,
That's awesome.
or we'll clean your new home before you move in, or after you moved in, you're cleaning up. So we've started doing that.
That's a great service.
And kind of trying to expand it to be kind of a all-in-one service.
Do you charge based on how much of a hoarder somebody is?
Yes, we do. We do. We've had those experiences for sure.
Have you ever opened a door and went, holy cow?
Yes. I
Well, when he
told
does
this
that,
story.
it's just ching, 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 ching in his
There
head.
you go. I may have told this story before, but we had a gentleman in Fishers, had a very nice home, probably 2,700 square foot home, that literally only one person could fit into the front door because it was packed floor to ceiling, everywhere you could see, with just
Stuff.
Valuable
things.
There you go.
Wow.
They were valuable
Va-
things.
valuable items, and it was insane. So he hired us. I had 8 guys out there for a week straight, just hauling things out, and we still didn't even get to past the entryway. It was nuts.
Wow.
I've watched that show before, the Hoarder show.
Yeah, it's real.
I've never watched Hoarders.
It-
I know of the show.
I feel better when I go in my office.
Oh,
Don't
man.
feel like I'm doing anything wrong.
That's right.
Wow. So when you go to price someone's house, is pricing based on, I don't know, square footage of the house or shitola that's in there? How long you estimate it's going to take to clean all this out? How do you even figure that out?
Yeah, so we have a couple of different ways that we do it. One of the ways that we've kind of grown into is with AI kind of helping everything. We'll go into a house, we'll come out, we'll do a free estimate for you. We'll walk through the house, we'll videotape all of the furniture that's going.
Okay, just want to point out, you started with AI, you sounded like super tech guy, and then you said videotape, which is like 1990s. So you got to get it all together, Dave.
That's right. Well,
Sorry.
we got
a VCR we bring in that's hooked up to the chat GPT.
we have a software that is AI enabled.
I love it. Oh, I love it. Okay.
Utilizing a video device.
There you go. Using our phone, we're able to video the contents of the home into the AI enabled software.
I can see him now going.
Hang on, I'm trying to get the video.
You know what? I don't think Dave's the guy doing it.
I don't even.
You're right.
I bet
you're
you
right.
got some younger kids working on this stuff.
That's right. And so we do that. Then we come back to the office. We input, with the help of the AI, everything into our inventory sheet. And then based on our experience and based on obviously what AI helps us with.
Some kind of algorithm.
Yep. And it tells us, okay, this is the weight of the furniture and the items that you're going to be taking. And based on that weight, these are the number of guys we're going to recommend. And these are the number of hours that we're going to recommend. And for the most part, we were pretty right on with that. There
impressive.
are times that we, I mean, to the benefit of the customer, we underbid, but one of the advantages that we do have, because we use the AI, we're one of maybe one or two companies in Indianapolis, moving companies, will do a binding quote where we'll go out to the customer. Instead of doing an hourly estimate, we'll give you a binding quote. So I'll go out there, I'll walk through, I'll get an estimate from my AI and all of our experience. Hey, this is what we're looking at. And I'll tell the customer, this is how much we'll do it for. And you know exactly what you're going to pay. And if it ends up taking us twice as long, we eat it.
So no time and material like Boeing, more like
no
SpaceX is here's your price.
Nope, it's strictly based on what we give you a quote on, based on what we think it's going to take, and that's the quote we stick to.
Dude, how long before you have humanoids carrying everything out, to these robots carrying everything?
You know what? I wouldn't mind hiring a couple of those.
You might, though, when one of them calls and says, number 4 broke his something and number 6 his motherboard went down.
Or 4 is leaking oil.
My battery's dying.
Yeah.
I did not expect today's conversation to include AI when talking to a dude who owns a moving company.
Yes,
that is
AI's
awesome.
Taking over everything.
Yeah, that is so cool.
What he didn't tell you is that Alex and Irvin.
Alan Iverson.
Allen Iverson. He used to play ball. Now he's
Look at you knowing who Allen Iverson is. I'm so impressed with you, Brad.
Iverson, come on. He was a football player.
I know you said that jokingly.
I know. He was a hockey guy.
Correct.
That's right.
Yeah. Played for the Indianapolis Fire.
You're going to have to stop talking.
Is that our hockey team? Oh, no. It's the Fever, right?
Oh, God.
Which makes no sense because it melts the ice. No? Am I wrong on both
All
accounts?
of it. All of it.
What's our hockey team's name?
The Fuel.
Oh, I was wrong.
The
It's the F
ladies
word.
basketball team is the Fever.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
What's the fire one?
We don't have a fire one.
We don't?
No.
Oh. Maybe
The
we
Indy
should.
11 is soccer.
Okay.
Then obviously Pacers, Colts.
What's our new volleyball thing?
Indians? That's the Ignite.
Oh, that's close to
That-
fire.
You're
That's
right.
close to fire.
I'll give you that.
All right. And then there's the new Mad Ants.
It's correct. I'm not sure if they're the Noblesville Boom or the Indianapolis Boom. Do you know that answer?
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, if the
And then there's
Ignite,
the Fisher's Freight.
if the
which is
Ignite and the
arena
Fuel
football.
got together, they'd make a boom.
Have you been to a Fisher's Freight game since you're from
haven't.
Fisher's?
I have not.
Arena football is fun. Back in the day
Yeah.
when they played in Indy, I went to a game or two. It's fun to watch.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I've not been.
Once the football gets over for me, I'm ready for the football. I don't want to
Bring on more football.
Yeah, I don't want football adjacent.
Did you watch the draft?
I didn't. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
That's
actually
fine.
was working.
I think it's
Most of the
ridiculous that I do watch the draft, but I only pay attention to the Colts. If the Colts aren't near, and I don't pay much attention to it.
I'm
so.
surprised that 200,000 people go to the.
That's not that is 100% overinflated.
Is that they said something like
Yeah,
200,000 people?
That is per day. That is
That
nonsense.
can't be.
The entire town of Green Bay, Wisconsin, is 55,000 people.
Oh, there was
Where are they
right
putting
there
200,000 people per night?
in the hotels.
Yeah, because I'm sure they got that. That's ridiculous. Stupid NFL.
Yeah, they make a big deal of the draft thing. I guess I did watch a little. The
If and when
Deion Sanders kids thing was kind of weird.
if and when it comes to Indy, and I believe it will, I would go if I could get maybe one of those corral tickets where you're nearish to the front. But if I got to stand, 200 yards away to watch a guy walk up on the stage and read a name on a card,
Right?
yeah,
How's this?
yeah, I think you about nailed it. It is an absolutely stupid thing that it's a TV event, but I watch it.
It's like 4 days of TV.
It's 3, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was 4, but
It is silly.
Thursday-
Are you a Colts fan, Dave?
I am a Colts fan.
All right. Did you pay attention to their draft at all?
I know they got that tied in that they're all hyped.
Yeah. I was super excited for that.
do they have a quarterback though?
They did. Well, they drafted another quarterback, but he won't be in the mix for a starter.
Don't we have like what was the almost worst quarterback, and then now we have the second worst quarterback?
The 2 worst starting quarterbacks in the NFL by completion percentage.
Didn't they also get like a one-armed center?
I do not believe that is accurate. Check your interwebs.
I'm sure that would help
bullshittery.
out. Wouldn't that help out? It'd help us get a first-round draft pick next year.
Huh.
I don't understand why why don't you just go for the first-round draft pick?
What do you mean?
Once you know your season's garbage,
Yeah. Just tank it.
you're like, oh, this is garbage. So
Like back in the day when Peyton wasn't playing and they had the suck for luck and got the number 1 pick.
yeah, which didn't work out either.
No, they did. They got Andrew Luck.
I know, but Andrew Luck, what'd he
He
do?
played 8 years.
Quit smartly and never went to the Super
Hey,
Bowl.
Andrew Luck was great for the time he played. He just, was smart enough to quit early.
Huh.
Yeah.
I guess
He is a record-holding quarterback for the years he was here.
He holds
He
one
just
of them.
didn't play long enough.
The record I know that he holds is one of the most hyped up quarterbacks to never go to the Super Bowl. That's a pretty good,
lots of those.
record to hold.
There's lots of those.
I don't understand why my Do Not Disturb keeps
It keeps disturbing
heard
you?
me put it on Do Not Disturb, didn't you?
Yeah. All right, Dave, as we are looking to wrap this up, anything else we need to know about Moves for Less, the future of the business? Actually, a good question. What do people need to do to get in touch with you?
You know what? Go to our website, movesforless.com, and all of our contact information is on there. You can look at some of our reviews, the services that we offer. Give us a call. Ask us whatever question you want. We'll be happy to help you out.
Any question? Like any question at all?
You know what? I've got a couple of guys here that I can refer to if it's maybe out of the scope of moving.
Just send them our way.
Okay.
It's fine.
Is it one of the websites that's the www?
W's.
It is the
Well,
www
The
kind.
QR code you see right here, feel free to scan that and it will put you in touch with Dave and the Moves for Less team. Dave, we appreciate you coming out to join us today.
We do.
I appreciate
Glad
you
your
guys
trucks
having
did
me.
not break down.
Do you by any chance have a closing dad joke for us?
Wow, I don't.
Put 'em
I'm
on the
terrible
spot.
at jokes.
Do you have a dad joke?
I rarely have dad jokes.
Hmm.
I'm not. I am much more of a in the moment kind of jokester. I don't have them in my pocket.
Did you hear that chocolate now has pronouns that it goes by?
What is it?
Her, she.
And on that note,
Cheers.
thanks for watching Real Estate Makes Us Drink. We will see you next time. Dave, once again, thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching. Cheers.